there, welcome back to the channel. Just back from long run with Mark this morning, so I was out early, 7 o'clock. Managed to do 17.5 miles, just a bit of a nice long run after yesterday's first TT of the year, which was over near Newark. I think it was on the A25/33. I'll put up the actual reference in the chat. But good day out. First hit out of the year, so I was hoping to see if I could get close to my 53:13 PB. So the race was in the afternoon, which was nice. 4 o'clock start for me. I think the race started at 3, but 4 o'clock start for me. So drove over, had a nice relaxing morning. Unusual to have a bit of a line on a Saturday, so needed to get some air in the tyres. So I had some new tyres fitted on the bike a couple of weeks ago post Powerman, which I did. I wanted these tyres fitted for Powerman, but there was a bit of a delay in them getting ordered. So so got some new Vittoria Corsa Speed tyres specifically. Nice tan wall, which was always nice, and bought them specifically for TTs in the race season. So really nice tyre. Had a similar set on previously. I think these are just the latest version. So really good rolling resistance. Again, really nice tyre that I've used in the past. I think I had the tubular versions on my old Speed Concept when I was running tubular tyres. So these are a new derivative of that. So really nice compound as well. So I've got that, and then just a few other things as well. I had to get a new little front light, especially when you race the CTT races in the UK. You've got to have a rear light and a front light. So the front light that I had on my old Drag to Zero setup didn't fit, so Matt Bottrell recommended getting one of these little cat eye light, which I've ordered. It's only about 10 quid. It's not rechargeable though, so it's just got a small sort of watch light that you just put in it. So did that, changed out I needed to put a new battery in the power meter as well, so did that as well this morning. So just a few things that I need to do, and then get some air in the tyres as well. I think I was running about 80 psi to 90, somewhere about between 80 and 90 psi for the race today, which is probably just about right for me. Got all that set up, and then also got a couple of new bits of kit, some new Hub aero gloves. Previously had some Castella, so just upgraded to those, mainly because I want some as well for when I do my duathlons and stuff like that. The new British Triathlon kit is Hub or Hube, so just ordered them. So they came a couple of weeks ago, and then also got some new Spates aero socks as well. I had some longer aero socks last year, but they seem to be falling down a little bit on the one leg, so I bought some spray to put on them, just on my legs, to try and some sticky spray stuff, but that still didn't work. So I've gone back to some Spates ones, which probably not quite as long as I need, especially for sort of non-UCI regulated sort of races like the CTT series. You can really wear some long aero socks or overshoes that can come pretty much right up to your knees. So I need to probably just have a little look and consideration about what I do there, because marginal gains and all of that. So so got all the bike and everything sorted. Had a good breakfast in the morning, had some porridge, some jam on toast, but then Louise cooked me a nice meal before I went. So had some sort of mini tomatoes with some nice little potatoes, bit of bread, and then 3 sort of eggs from the chickens. So had all of that, and then drove over. So I left about 1 o'clock, I think, to get over to just outside Newark. So a couple of hour drive, picked my mum up en route, and then got to the race venue. Lovely, nice little village hall. It's like a little cricket club behind it. Nice little church graveyard as well. So nice little setting, nice little village up in here, Nottingham. So Yeah, so really looking forward to the race. And yeah, in terms of the race itself, yeah, like I said, 25 mile, PB was 53.13, hoping maybe to go sub 53, getting to the 52 mark, which would be really good. That was sort of one of the targets for the year. Yeah, so really, yeah, I was really looking forward. I felt like I was in good form, been training really well. I think the Powerman last month was a bit of a shame. Had an issue with the knee, which really hampered my run. It's all settled down again now. It's been fine, so I was really looking forward to just trying to get a good race in, get some positivity, hopefully show that the training I've done over the winter and the form is still there. So yeah, went out 4:01 my starting time. Those of you who don't know, in the UK as well, yeah, they're sort of like proper Tour de France time trials where you have everyone goes off at a minute interval. So yeah, so 4:01 was my time. I sort of had a bit of a steady ride down, 5 or 6 miles to the start, so it had a nice gentle ride down, a couple of little accelerations, had some Torque Fuel energy gel, probably about 20 minutes before the start as well. Yeah, and then in terms of the race, from memory, I've done this course before, a very similar course on this road, so it was sort of like, it's normally a little bit quicker on the way out, had a bit of a following wind behind me, so yeah, the first little section was from the start, a little bit of an incline up a sort of an A road before getting to sort of this area where you sort of get onto the dual carriageway. So the first mile was a little bit twisty, a little bit hilly, and then you get onto sort of the dual carriageway then for pretty much the rest of the race until you sort of come off at the end and back onto a little bit of an A road off the slip road. Sort of take a left and then you sort of dive to the finish. So, but yeah, so going through the first 5 mile looks pretty good. I was just trying to keep a bit careful of the watts, and I actually went through 10 mile in pretty much 20 flat. I think it was probably about 19:58, working quite hard, and I thought, right, if I can get to halfway in and around 25 or thereabouts, I've actually got sort of 3 minutes in the bank for on the way back, which was a bit more of a headwind and probably more uphill on the way back than on the way out. So got to the turn point probably in and around 25ish, maybe a little bit over, maybe something like 25:30, and then sort of started to make my way back up. And on a lot of because this was not a pure flat course, it's classed as a sort of a rolling medium course according to CTT. So just on the way back I was just trying to watch the watts, make sure I wasn't going up anywhere too excessive 3:30 really on the hills, especially from about 12.5 mile up to about 15. I just wanted to make sure I was not going too much into the red. So I got to about 15 mile, I was thinking, right, okay, I've got about 10 mile to go. If I ride, I think it was about a 22:10, I was probably looking at a pretty good time, and I managed to, on the way back, hold a lot of the speed. I was really trying to maximise the downhills as well, just make sure, Matt was talking about when I had the bike fit, making sure you're getting your shoulders tucked in, making sure you're making the most of those sort of downhill drags and just getting all the aero advantages you can, and then really trying to sort of just make sure I kept that pace the power as even as possible on the down and on the flat and on the uphills. So I got to about 5 mile to go and it looked like I was going to go sub 53. It actually looked like I was going to go sub 52, and I thought, right, I didn't know if the legs was going to fall off, so I just really dug deep from about 5 miles to go till about 2 miles to go. Just absolutely, started to really put the effort in a controlled way, but just trying to make sure I could get as much as I could get to 30 or 30 and over, just to make sure that I was getting that benefit of the downhill sections, to try and make up the time that I was losing on the sort of the uphill little sections on the dual carriageway. But in the end I got to about a mile to go and it looked like I was going to do a real solid performance, so I started to really just work hard, keeping that tuck position, just try and keep the power down, just try and concentrate, try and stay as relaxed as possible when you're at threshold, and ended up with yeah, huge PB for me, 51:47. So super stoked. It's power PB as well, so I think it's 296 watts, which is about, for me, 4.5, just over 4.5 watts per kilo for the 51:47. So really pleased. Yeah, I was hoping, like I said, hoping to go 52 something. Didn't quite expect to go that quick. So really chuffed with that. Yeah, I think it was a bit of a mixture of new helmet, new TT position, but then also just the training that I've been putting in as well. So it wasn't just aero advantage, it was also sort of the extra power. Probably, I reckon that was probably 5 to 10 watts up on my power PB for that distance. So yeah, super stoked. So yeah, buzzing on the way back. Like I said, been out for a nice run this morning, so it puts me in a really good place for the rest of the season, hopefully. Even if I don't do much the rest of the season now, to sort of get that 51:47, I'm really chuffed with that. I've got coming up hopefully a 10 mile. Yeah, I'm looking to try and get that elusive sort of 20-minute barrier, which I've been working at for a few years. Based on today, I'm hoping, yeah, if I'm riding 296 watts for that amount of time, I can get up and close to that PB. So gonna have a look at that. Got a few trail races and bits coming up, and then got a few nice duathlons lined up, because the big goal is Powerman Zofingen in September. So I've got Slateman on the 8th of June, which is sort of a real nice off-road run and quite a hilly course out near Snowdon. And then I think I'm going up to Ullswater as well to do a sort of middle long distance duathlon there later in the year before Zofingen, which is I think 10k, 90k and 10k, so that'll be a good test as well. And then looking at, yeah, a couple of good 10 mile TTs, maybe another 25, and then I've got to get a 100 mile TT in as well this year before, probably, I think that's in about 8 weeks time, which is the RTC or the CTT champs. So I'm going to go and do that and see if I can just practice a lot of the nutrition and stuff for Zofingen at that race, and see how that goes. But yeah, super chuffed. Yeah, glad to get a big PB this weekend. Looking forward now to another 2 weeks of hard training before rest week, and then hopefully get some good races in. But yeah, bit of a debrief there. Bit of positivity after the bit of a not a bad race at Alsdorf, but yeah, hindered race with my knee. So yeah, really buzzing. Looking forward to the next few weeks now and just getting my head down and training hard. But yeah, like and subscribe, and hopefully see you all soon.